And we are
Welcome.
Listen, welcome back to the Free Gems Podcast, ladies and gentlemen.
Free
It's the
Gems,
Free Gems
baby.
Podcast, episode 84.
84.
You know what I mean?
We here.
Listen, we got K-Cinco across the room from me. You got G's here. You know what I'm saying?
Your normal crew. I know you're not tired of us yet. You'll never be tired of us.
You know what I'm saying? Listen, man, I had a crazy ass weekend.
Yeah, that's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
Colorado.
I had Boulder. Shout out to Boulder. Yo, listen, shout out to Boulder, Colorado. Shout out to Deion Sanders, Coach Prime. Shout out to Boulder, Colorado Buffaloes, Colorado University Buffaloes, and all that. Listen, I had to go witness history in person, bro. That shit.
That was a good game.
No, bro, a good game. Yo, bro. First of all,
sick.
I couldn't have been happier. I couldn't have picked a better game to go to, even though they lost. You know what I'm saying?
That was a good.
They played
game.
USC, who has Caleb Williams, the
number one pick,
last year's Heisman winner, and the everybody knows he's gonna be the number one pick in the draft this year. He's the best player coming out of college football without a doubt. You know what I'm saying? He might win the Heisman 2 years in a row.
Yeah,
bro. Mind you, by the way, third quarter of the game, I look up his stats. I realized bro threw 6 touchdowns already. Middle of the third quarter. I'm like, yo, what the fuck happened?
When did he do that?
So listen, if y'all don't know, USC powerhouse school, you know what I'm saying? Historical has had crazy runs, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Colorado, new program. It's all getting, you know what I'm saying? It's all getting put together this year.
Never been good.
They haven't
really
been good since the 90s for us. Since Eric Bieniemy and all them niggas was going crazy over there, you know what I'm saying? Because they had one chip, I think it was in like 8. They had like a chip in like the 90s, I think. Or have one chip like ever. Not the point. Point being, so halftime, like matter of fact, third quarter, I ain't gonna lie, scores like 35-7. It's looking bad. Colorado's getting rolled. Yo, bro, I don't know what happened in that halftime. Deion gave a speech. I don't know who came down and gave a speech, but listen. First of all, it was star-studded. Everybody was there. The baby was there. All the Hall of Famer motherfuckers was all through that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Michael Irvin, Terrell Owens, like I think Ocho. I seen Ocho in the
Shannon Sharp was there.
Shannon Sharp, bro. It was a movie. When I tell you, everybody was there. Star-studded sidelines, and you already know USC probably had some shit on the other side that I didn't even get to because I actually got there like 2 minutes late, and I was tight because I wanted to see all the pregame shit. But I didn't know Denver was fucking an hour away from Boulder. That shit was crazy.
I didn't even know that.
It's really like 40. It was like 50 minutes, but you know, me waking up late. I was out the night before, party angle. Shout out to Denver. Denver was cool, but not to get away from the game.
Yeah.
35-7. Yo, bro, all I know is a couple big plays, a couple here's and there's. Two freshmen came out and just started balling in this game. Like shout out Romani McClain, if I'm not mistaken. True freshman. He was the number one recruit of class 2023.
Yes, I
do.
Yes,
he was actually frustrated because he didn't get to touch the field in these first 4 games.
Yeah.
Prime put him in. Hey, bro had him a game.
That's a fact. Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
had him a game.
He snapped.
They had, and mind you, University of Colorado is playing without 3 of their best players. 3 of their starting DBs aren't even on the field. Literally, Shiloh Sanders, Deion's older son.
Travis Hunter not playing.
Travis Hunter, the number 1 player of the 2021 class, if I'm not mistaken. And then their other safety, I forgot his name. But 3 of the 4 starters in the secondary aren't even playing. So of course, Caleb Williams throws 6 touchdowns out of third quarter. I'm saying shit starts turning. All of a sudden, we look up. It's a 7-point game. The game ends up 48-41, and Colorado low-key had a couple shots. The defense started holding up after they started getting after getting their ass whooped. The defense started holding up.
When Caleb Williams threw that pick, I was like, oh yeah.
And Shedeur actually had maybe like 2-3 drives without a sack because he's the most sacked quarterback I think I've ever seen in my life. Like I've never seen somebody get destroyed like this, bro. You know he's been sacked like 30 times in these 5 games, right? He had 22 sacks coming into this game.
That's tough. That's tough.
That's almost 6. That's like what 5.25 sacks a game.
But
it's fucking crazy.
No, watching the game, I was screaming at the TV because why were they running the ball? That's what I want to know.
Yo, bro.
Why were they running the ball?
They were the last ranked rushing offense in the nation.
Coming
into that game, but they actually had a pretty good game rushing.
No, that's not what I'm saying. They were down. They were down 2 touchdowns with like 5 minutes ago.
Facts.
No timeouts.
Facts.
And they run like 3 running plays. Yep. Why are you running the ball?
Yeah, they were running.
By the time they scored, they had the onside kick it. They couldn't even kick it deep.
Yeah, I was so confused.
I'm like,
they ran it on like 3rd and 8.
I'm like, what are we doing here?
From inside their
I was screaming on my TV. what are we doing here?
Yeah,
we got to
I
score
don't know.
quick. We got to score twice.
Yeah, I don't know.
And
And they used some crucial timeouts that fucked them over. Cause I was screaming. Do you believe, yo, bro? When I tell you that stadium was rocking.
Right, I know. I bet. I bet that stadium was rocking.
Bro, they put up like what was it? It ended up 41. They put up what 36, like 30, 29 points. Regardless, they scored like 4 or 5 touchdowns in like just third quarter.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
literally, they put up like 3 TDs in like the last like.
Nah, Shador's the
15
truth.
minutes of the game.
Shador's the truth, and he's tough.
Shador is the truth. Shout out to Coach Prime. Shout out that it was great to see that growth in that game.
Yeah.
And what I realized is Oregon is the truth. Let's talk about Oregon because if
Bo
Oregon
Nix,
only let up
come on
6 points, and USC let up 41, something's up.
Yeah,
Something's up. Like Oregon, we might see Oregon in January. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Oregon because Bo Nix is the truth.
Oh, absolutely. It's funny because Pac-12 have the best quarterbacks in the nation, best teams in the nation.
Yeah, that's true.
So many star-studded.
Yeah, that's true.
So many star-studded, and Bo Nix is like a 7th-year senior. It's funny.
Bro, hey, listen, you gotta milk the game. You know what I'm saying?
But
you gotta get every penny, especially now with the NIL deal.
But in reality, we knew, most likely Colorado wasn't going to be the top tier echelon team, but the fact they're even competing at this level is very impressive after going 1-11 last year.
Yeah, matter of fact, didn't you put money that they were gonna have? Didn't they only have to win 3?
Yeah.
Oh, so they already won.
Yeah.
I heard you.
No,
I
already locked. I already got my lock. Man, I already got my lock. So
that's fire.
It's only the first year of his regime, and he knew he's only a few handful of players away, and they're all front.
Yeah.
In reality, it's all
front.
front.
Once they get that line down pat, because they got me and you playing left and right tackle out there. I don't know what the fuck's going on. But I've never seen somebody get ragged the way Shador gets ragged, bro. I'm like, yo, imagine if he was to actually have 3 seconds to throw and not have to run the second he gets the ball. Because he literally has to roll out every time he touches the ball. There's no wait in the pocket, quick throw. No, none of that. It's roll out and let's hope we got some time.
Yeah. So
you know
once they show that lineup, it's gonna be.
And shout out to Shador, but I realized, hey, bro, genetics ain't really good. Listen, Deion is one of the fastest human beings we've ever seen. Shador, not exactly. I think I could be Shador in the
but Shador quick.
He twitchy. He can get twitchy on you, but he ain't Deion.
He doesn't.
When the middle of the field opens up, I'm expecting him to hit his head on the goalpost because that's what I'm expecting from Deion.
Top end speed, no, but apparently he's coming back.
He looks like he run about a 4.7. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, that's what he looks like. He looks like a 4.7.
He looks slow as shit. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, for the NFL at this point, that's slow as shit.
He said, apparently he said he's coming back. He's not entering the draft.
Yeah, no, there's no need for him to enter the draft because first of all, they got a mission to accomplish. If Deion can pull off getting a fucking national title to Colorado University by his 2nd year, that will be honestly. If he does it in his entire tenure, it would be amazing.
Yeah.
But if he can do that shit in 2 years,
Colorado Boulders,
with both of his sons still playing, because Shiloh's like a fucking 10th year senior. If I'm not mistaken, he's like 23. But he has 1 more year of eligibility because the pandemic fucked up a lot of people.
Pandemic.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody got red shirts years that you could take.
The panoramic.
The pandemic, panoramic, Panamera, whatever you want to call it. That shit happened,
Panasonic,
and they gave people a whole extra year.
Nah, you're right. That's
how you got Bo Nix at fucking 22, 23. Like, yeah, he's still balling out. He's on like his 5th or
legit.
No, he's on his 3rd team, but I think he's like a 5th year, 6th year.
I remember he was on Auburn.
Yeah,
and he was Triz.
And technically speaking, he was still having a graduate year probably.
I remember he was on Auburn. He was Triz.
Yeah. No.
And then he transferred. Now he's lighting it up.
I mean, it takes that experience.
Same thing with DJ. Something Yuga or Lama or whatever. He's the Oregon State quarterback. He's lighting up this year.
Yeah, he's going crazy.
Last year he was on Clemson. He was boots.
Yeah,
he was boots.
It'd be like that. Also, you got really that kind of pressure.
And sometimes like it's a system. Like, you feel me?
Yeah,
it's all getting in the right system to where your talents can amplify. You know.
Yeah, that shit. So overall, man, experience was amazing. I'm so glad I got to record this shit. I made good friends with this 70-year-old white man that I would have bet the house that he was racist. Honestly, he didn't say a word to nobody the first half. As soon as halftime came, he came up mad friendly. He talking to me. It was me and some dude from Mississippi and his wife. They was turned. They was like some shit out of a David Banner music video. Like they was Mississippi to the core. Like I'm talking about bust down brown teeth. Like I'm talking about like just the way he talked was so fucking funny because I'm like, yo, bro, this nigga's like a movie character. You can't make this motherfucker up. And then his wife was like in her 40s, but she was fire. I ain't gonna lie. And she had her shit together, but they was just energy. Like they was like a ball of energy. And then it's me screaming the whole time. And then it's this white girl and her dad. And then I'm thinking this dude's racist the whole time. Comes out, he was happy as fuck to be by us. He was all excited. He wanted to know everything about us. Like we like, oh, you guys from New Jersey? Oh, you from Mississippi? Oh, I came from Georgia. I graduated 45 years ago. It was dope, man. It was a crazy experience.
See, I'm
love
glad
to see how football and sports bond people like that.
Yes, it brings people together. Like,
because we know we have one commonality in this motherfucker.
And that's the thing. Like, everybody you just named, what are the chances that y'all would ever be in the same room together?
Exactly.
You feel me? The fact that you're bonding over a commonality.
Yeah, and I'm talking about it's beautiful to slaps, see. Shakes. You know, yeah, we did headbutt. We did chest bump.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah,
we were tweaking in that third quarter. I'm telling you, that shit was a
best
movie.
of friends.
Yeah, bro. And then it got hot out of nowhere. It was fun. First of all, Colorado, yo, bro. At Colorado, as far as beauty, scenery, 10 out of 10.
I hear it.
But nightlife, 2 out of 10. I don't know what the fuck they got going on out there. But if you like bars, club hopping, and doing all that, listen, I don't want to make this a racial thing, but it was very white. I'm gonna be honest with you. It was a little too white.
It's just different scene.
It was a little too white.
It was different.
I seen maybe 28 black people out there the whole time, and I went to a baseball game, so half of them was the baseball team. You know what I mean?
I saw you was at the Rockies game. I seen maybe 3
melanated women out there. You know what I'm saying? Like it was white.
That's
just,
I mean, that's just not just white.
Yeah. You know, you in a white area, they're not even playing no Spanish music. Like they're not playing none of that Dominican club shit.
Of course not.
They're
Why
not even
would they
playing
do that?
We in the club listening to Taylor Swift. Like I'm like, what the fuck are we doing?
Yes.
Like Dua Lipa, whatever the fuck that bitch name is. Like we in there listening to straight garbage. Like I was like, I can't do this, bro. Like I can't get jiggy at all to this shit.
That's what's funny. He texted me like, yo.
I'm like, yeah, I tell you, I'm like, yo, bro, I'm leaving early. I text you like 3 hours after I told you, yo, we're not gonna be able to shoot on Sunday. I was supposed to get back till Monday morning. I was supposed to get back, at like 6 a.m. Monday. And then I realized, like, as soon as the game ended by like 2, I looked up flights just to see like if I could change my flight for shits and giggles. And I was like, oh, there's a 6:50 flight for today?
Oh, yeah. I'm
I think, yeah, I'm out of here. I'm like, I'm not about to miss another day of work to just be out here. Mind you, the club closes at 2 a.m. out there. We from New York, New Jersey, you know what I'm saying? Our clubs don't get lit till 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
So I'm in here, I'm in the hotel thinking I'm pregame at 11:30. Like, oh, it's active. I get in the Uber at 12. I show up to the spot. Shit closing in an hour. I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
Like,
that ain't it.
I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
like,
what's going on?
So I just couldn't. I'm like, I'm not staying out here for
I feel that.
I'd rather go to work. I'd rather have recorded, even though we didn't get to because you had changed the schedule or whatever already. So I'm just like, damn, I gotta go. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Colorado, but all I needed was that 24 hours. It was cool.
I'm glad you enjoyed yourself, man. That was an experience. I told my pops out there. He was like, yo, it's lit.
Yeah, bro. I tell you, and I'm just so glad that it wasn't just a full out ass whooping, and we got to really see that fight, that resilience. That's the reason why I went to see the story unfold.
And that's going, and that right there, the late push, that'll change the whole outlook of the rest of the season for them.
Hell yeah, especially against a team like USC.
In reality, it ain't no moral victories, but if there ever was one, that was one.
And big shout out to I believe bro name was Amarion Miller, number 14 for Colorado U. Bro, rookie out of Louisiana. I mean, freshman out of Louisiana. Yo, bro, first of all, this young man is 18 years old. And when I tell you this nigga had a game, bro, he almost had like 200 receiving yards.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. Out of nowhere. That was the first game. That's what I'm saying, out of nowhere.
I'm like, yo, Deion got some fucking dogs. Give them another year, they're going to be disgusting,
yeah.
bro.
No, they
they're
really
discovering players week by week. They finally let Romani play. He balled out. Like, it's crazy, man. They got some shit going on up there. I'm excited, man. I'm telling y'all, look out for Colorado US. Shout out to my boy, Juwan. You know what I'm saying? Because Juwan was one of the original Buffaloes. I ain't even thought about the Colorado Buffaloes till my son Wani went there from Maywood. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
That was him, LaVishka, Philip Lindsay. They had a crazy
they had a squad. They did have a squad.
I ain't gonna lie. They was getting some wins though. They did their thing.
Nah, they had a squad. Nah, shout out to that though.
Yeah, and another news, man. Yeah. You been seeing the Taylor Swift fiasco?
With Travis Kielce.
Taylor Swift might be the most famous thing on the Chiefs right now.
I ain't gonna lie. Like, I knew the Swifties. I knew she was a thing, but it seemed like a partnership with the NFL.
That's what I'm saying.
Legit, like,
no, the Chiefs could not be happier, bro. What? You got Taylor Swift in the press box with Travis Kelce's mother, who's doing Campbell's chicken soup commercials now.
What the fuck? And on the other side of that, Travis Kelce's other son's on the Eagles. You feel me?
Travis Kelce's brother. Yeah, his brother.
Brother.
Jason Kelce. And he's also a Hall of Fame lineman, for people who don't know. And he's been to Super Bowls, won one. You know what I'm saying?
And they both got Super Bowl rings.
Yeah, they both got Super Bowls. They have an amazing podcast. Have you ever listened to that podcast?
Yeah, I like it. I like it.
Fuck, I believe is it Cleveland Heights? I forgot what it's called.
I like it. It's
please
hilarious.
go look that up, man. The Travis Kielce and Jason Kelce podcast. I forgot their name. Great fucking podcast. I believe it's called Cleveland Heights or something. Because they from Cleveland. Shout out to Cleveland.
It's funny because bro, he literally in a week he gained like 1 million Instagram followers.
Yeah, nigga, that's gonna happen when you would trade with Taylor Swift.
His jersey sales went up 400%.
What?
400%.
That's because all the Swiftie fans, yeah, all the
400, and they were getting custom orders of 87 Swifties on the back.
For nothing though, Travis Kielce, he's like a sex symbol. Like, yo, women love Travis Kielce.
Yeah,
son.
no, that's a fact.
A 6'6", 240-pound white man that got got street nigga facial hair. This nigga,
he got shape up. He got shape up.
But I ain't gonna lie though, Taylor Swift got whatever. Now this nigga's just like he from Nebraska, like he a cowboy.
Nah, and then he got the handle. Now he got the mustache.
Yeah, he got the 1970s porn stash. But people like that shit. There's a demographic for everything.
No,
and,
but
you know what I'm saying? Travis Kielce is also swaggy than a motherfucker too.
Oh yeah, he is.
Like you could just tell, like, all right, yeah, he's been around black people.
Yeah, no, absolutely. That's what I'm saying.
You from Cleveland though, not for nothing. Like you from Cleveland. Cleveland is the trenches.
Literally, I thought we were watching a Taylor Swift telecast.
It was, bro.
But
she
really
was on every commercial, as she should be.
But yo, it was crazy. The frenzy was crazy to see. It's crazy to see. But
nah, that's tough.
I mean, hey. Shout out.
That's tough. Well,
imagine he won.
Nigga,
he
what?
Won.
If you make 15, 20 million a year and wifey makes 200 million a year, yeah, you fucking won, gang. There's no loser here. Get that pregnant. That's what hashtag get that pregnant. You shit me? Shout out to Rocky. We ain't never go. Listen, ASAP Rocky forever. You know how we got it. I'm gonna get a Rocky tat, bro. I'm so proud of that nigga, bro. But nah, Travis Kielce, bro, he's a fucking winner. He's a fucking winner.
Nah, he really is. He won.
Yeah, but people are not appreciating the new mustache shit too. That shit is hilarious. Because prior to that, people who know his ex-wife / the mother of his children is a black woman.
I didn't know they were married. They were married?
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, they were married.
I don't think so. I think it's his girlfriend, but his ex-girlfriend.
That's gangster. Listen, he's a street nigga that was only his BM the whole time.
They have a kid?
Yeah, they have a kid. What the fuck?
I didn't know they had kids.
What?
I never knew that.
What?
Never knew that. I knew they were dating for mad long. And apparently she hated the fact that she had to pay for stuff. Allegedly.
Oh shit! What?
You ain't hear that?
Nah, but I think she was low key like clouded up too. I think she's a
model. She's a legit model.
Yeah, I'm about to say. She had a bag. She has a bag.
She's legit.
Yeah,
I don't mean Instagram model. No, she's legit.
No. Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying.
She was a legit model. But allegedly, that he was cheap. Apparently on her,
yeah,
she was saying that he was cheap, and she used to pay half for rent and everything. You feel me?
Respectfully, you know what I mean? Listen,
that was her side saying things. But
Travis Kielce is criminally underpaid.
Oh, absolutely.
Criminally, and I really hate the way that they break down how certain positions in certain sports get paid, because you don't see that in other sports like that. And only in the NFL do you see running backs have a cap to what they get paid, receivers, quarterbacks, everything. Quarterback, I can always understand. I get it. Special treatment. Cool. You are the team. That is what it is. We're not going to be able to escape that. You bring the most value to the game because you're the most famous person on the team. Because
you touch the ball every play.
You touch the ball every play. You're the leader of the team. Everything's put on your shoulders. I understand that. Compensate them. But now, a person like Travis Kielce playing tight end.
He transcends tight ends.
Bro, Deion transcends tight ends. It's just the fact that he's the highest paid tight end. He's making $15 million a year. Yeah, that sounds good and dandy. But then you got receivers that ain't better than him. Like, for example, Christian Kirk, for example. He's on the Jaguars. If I'm not mistaken, he's due 18 to 20. I think he's due $20 million this year. Why is he making $5 more million than Travis Kielce, bro? He's a fourth string on the Jaguars right now. He might be second or third. He's not even the best receiver on their team because they got Calvin Ridley and
Nah, respectfully, he's like 1A, 1B. So far, how they've been using him.
He did his thing last year, but he should not be making $5 more million.
He shouldn't.
That's what I'm getting at. You know what I'm saying? There's no reason. Don't get me wrong. Tyreek Hill is a dog. Top 3 receiver right now in the NFL. Tyreek Hill, Devontae Adams. There's a couple other ones. They're all making about $30 million a year. Literally 30 on the dot. They're making double what Travis Kielce makes, but they're putting up the same stats. That don't make no sense to me.
Yeah.
That's disrespectful. You know what I'm saying?
It is.
And that's exactly why you see so many players, especially running backs, is even more disrespected. You want to talk about it? Like, if you want to talk, Saquon Barkley is making $10 million this year,
and it's only this year.
He's like 60% of the offensive yards, literally.
And And it's only for this year.
Right, and it's only for this year.
He's not,
where you got Daniel Jones just got paid like
40.
I think
40,
it was
like 40, 38, 40.
Why the fuck is Daniel Jones
Make
making
like
$40 million a year, bro? He literally throws and runs and still doesn't have more yards than Saquon Barkley, bro. Like, bro,
yeah,
Daniel Jones is throwing for 500. He's throwing for 500 yards, 560 yards.
And 40's the standard, not even high upper echelon quarterbacks. 40's like, yeah, 40's Dak's like, making 40, Kirk Cousins making 40, something like, you feel me?
Yeah.
That's not even like the top tier quarterbacks making 40.
But like I said, we understand that's a quarterback. But regardless, bro, there's no reason why Saquon Barkley is the best player by a long shot on the team. Yeah. And he's making a fourth of what the motherfucker handing him the ball is doing. And that motherfucker can't do shit. He's terrible. He's fucking horrible. I just watched him yesterday do bullshit.
Granted, they got 11 sacks yesterday.
I don't give. Yeah, you're right.
11 sacks is crazy, bro.
Crazy. Yo, Khalil Mack had six sacks.
He had 6.
Yo, this nigga's playing Madden. Like,
yeah, that's his Madden. That is literally Madden.
Who the fuck is doing this?
He had none coming into the game. Then he had 6.
That's tough. Yeah, he's probably in the league lead. Like,
yeah, he's the.
That's hilarious.
Coming into this week, the lead was 6.
Wow, that's hilarious.
It was TJ and Danielle Hunter. Had 6.
Yeah, deal, bro.
But
amazing. Nah. I'm loving the way the season is unfolding. Though, unfortunately, we had to miss out on Aaron Rodgers. But it's looking like, yo, science and technology, my nigga. They talking about that nigga might be back about January.
They trying to say he might play. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
What are you talking about? I seen his Achilles rupture.
Yo, bro.
I seen it in real time.
That's supposed to be a 1.5 year, 2 year injury. Just about 5-10 years ago, that was some shit that'll sit you down at least 12 months. Like, you ain't moving. Fuck, like, especially not working out in high intensity workouts. This nigga talking about he might be back in January. They say they make the playoffs, he can fuck around and make a push to come back.
They giving him stem cells? Like,
bro, I don't know what they
feeding him fetuses?
For sure feeding him fetuses, bro. Because how the fuck is that possible? You know what I'm saying? But it's crazy how technology really advances, and you see it with sports medicine.
I was literally just thinking about this weekend. Like, imagine like 50 years ago, you take ACL, it's a dub, bro.
Oh my god,
it's over.
Yeah, it was over.
It's like some of the injuries back in the day. Like,
hell yeah, so many of them.
I was thinking it reminds me of Bowie Miles for me.
Yeah,
remember the Titans.
Yeah, remember the Titans, man. One of the greatest. No, that's Friday Night
Lights.
That's
Friday Night Lights. That's
Friday
don't mean not disrespect.
Yeah,
it's funny in the movie. You know, if people don't know, Boobie Miles in the movie, he was a star of the team.
Yeah.
Star running back of the team, fastest person. And he grew some knee injury. And, you know, the doctor told him, you can't play. Like, it's over for that. And he was like, what do you mean it's over for that? Huh? You rooting for our rivals? He went out there and it was over. Like, just so crazy how like the medicine nowadays is so much
that whole story is based on that kid never being able to play again off of one knee injury. And it's like now you see motherfuckers tear the same knee twice and come back and still balling.
David Bakhtiari. The lineman for the Packers. He just went on IR, bro. This is 4th knee surgery in 3 years. Wow. That's 4th knee surgery in 3 years.
Yeah, that is insane, bro. That is insane.
Or same knee, left knee.
That's crazy. But yeah, you see it like Kevin Durant ruptured his Achilles like twice back to back and missed out like 2.5 seasons and came back and he's balling.
Adrian Peterson tore his ACL, came back and won MVP.
And mind you, he did that at like 28, 29 years old.
Came back and won MVP.
It's pretty much like the deadline for
the decline.
For the decline of running backs. They always say after about 28, 29 is when running backs like their careers go downhill because they get so many injuries due to the high frequency of how much they touch the ball. It's like, yo, you're gonna get hurt when
But he was the standard for a while. Like if AP can do it, but
he recovered in 8-9 months, came back and ran for 2,090 something yards.
Ran MVP, got MVP
and won the MVP. Last running back to win the MVP.
Yeah, your boy Christian Ponder was quarterback.
Yeah, that's crazy. But I say all this to say, like, yeah, criminally underpaid. These positions, it doesn't make sense how they could get.
Why it's position by position, and then Yeah,
and I mean,
it should be value. It should be value.
Yeah, because DBs, look, Jalen Ramsey's getting like 20-something million a year. How? Like I understand he's a great defender. He's great, but like I can't listen. Pay that man. Travis Kielce, I'm rooting for you, gang. Go get your bag. Fuck that.
Nah, I agree.
I'm not standing for none of that.
I totally agree. He should get paid like a receiver.
I think T. Higgins gets more than him. He's the second. He's the 1A to Jamar Chase. Like, come on, son. We're not doing this. We're not doing this. This nigga's the greatest tight end of all time.
Yeah. All right. Like literally in the conversation.
Not arguably. It's not even a question when you really think about it. Because he's doubling he's gonna double everybody's stats by the end of this.
That's a fact.
I was just looking up all the tight end records, bro, and he has 2 chips, which is already more than everybody else. Shannon Sharp is the only thing close to that. Because the other great GOAT tight ends, Antonio Gates, no chips. Tony Gonzalez,
Gronk.
No, I'm gonna put Gronk. Don't get me wrong. Gronk's gonna be in that list. He's gonna be the last one I'm about to put on. But when you think about it, Antonio Gates, no chips. Tony Gonzalez, no chips. Kellen Winslow, no chips. Kellen Winslow Sr., no chips. Ozzie Newsome, if I'm not mistaken, I don't think he had chips because he played for the he played for. No, I don't think he had chips.
He was before 85.
Not Super Bowls.
He was before 85 Bears.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah.
That nigga definitely didn't get no chips. But I say that to say then you got Gronk. But Gronk's career is like 9 seasons. I think he played 7 seasons, bro.
But he technically played more than that. But technically, like on the field, he missed like 2 seasons.
Yeah, on bullshit, Dick riding Brady, not wanting to play for a year, and then came back. Like he was on that. But
injuries really derailed him.
But I was looking up his stats, bro. Tony Gonzalez literally doubled him and everything.
But it's different. But when you talk about football, it's different because it's about totals, not averages. Feel me?
No, I think you should say the opposite if that's your argument.
No, but I'm saying like when you look at basketball, you go by averages of what somebody averaged. In football, it's about totals. So Gronk played a fraction of the time that Tony Gonzalez played. Literally, that's what I'm saying. I'm not discounting it, but I'm saying. But you look at total. No, it does have to matter. But I'm talking about like when you're looking at. I'm not saying he's better than Tony Gonzalez, but I'm saying that like when you look at peaks, I think you should more look at peaks than longevity. You know what I mean? As far as because longevity, look at Larry Fitzgerald. Feel me? Larry Fitzgerald but when you talk about peaks, is he really top 5? You feel me?
But that's the thing though. Like I look at people like Tony Gonzalez, he had like a 12-year peak.
I'm not saying, I wasn't saying that Rob Gronkowski was better than him. I'm just saying when you look at football, you look at totals. You don't look at
I know what you're saying.
You feel me? Like Emmitt Smith has the most rushing yards all time. Feel me?
Yeah. But fuck Emmitt Smith. He's not even top 5.
I know. That's what I'm saying. But when you look at the stats, he might be.
Yeah. I see what you're saying.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. They look at totals and not Gronk had a lot of injuries. A lot of injuries.
And a lot of fucking touchdowns. But he also had the GOAT thrown to him.
And he's one of the best blocking tight ends of all time as well. That gets overlooked.
Yeah, that'll get overlooked. But that's because the tight end became a receiver. Like that's a receiving position. Like,
but when I think when you're looking at the greatest of all time, I think that should count as far as.
Hell yeah, of course. Of course.
I'm not saying Gronk's the great. I'm just saying.
But unless somebody's vastly more talented than him as a receiver, which I believe Tony Gonzalez was, honestly. And so I think
Travis Kielce
like, they're weapons. Like, don't get me wrong. Gronk was a weapon. Let me not say like that. But Gronk was just like, he's like a big-ass refrigerator to me. Like,
he was a Frankenstein.
Like, move. Like, get out the way. I'm going to somehow make it down here, and you're not going to stop me.
Couldn't stop him, regardless.
But Travis
in and out of breaks.
Shifty.
He's in and out of breaks.
Twisting and twitching like you don't see him. But Gronk
didn't need that. Didn't need that.
Yeah, I do say
so. He was just you were on him and you weren't on him. he was covered, but he wasn't covered.
Six, like this. One hand with the big elbow brace, looking like the real Megatron.
That's what I'm saying. So,
man. Yeah,
it's just different when you talk about longevity. And I'm not saying Tony Gonzalez is not the greatest of all time. I think he's the greatest of all time.
You think Tony Gonzalez is the greatest of all time?
I think so.
I'm gonna give it to Travis. Because bro, Gronk was the first one I noticed.
But I think it's easy to be prisoner in the moment. Feel me? Because you're watching him in real time.
He has the most consecutive 1,000-yard seasons by tight end ever.
Oh, he's already. Like 6 or 7.
9.
9?
I believe.
You sure?
No. 9 is the receiver. What was the receiver? Mike Evans has the most 1,000-yard receivers.
Yes, as a receiver. 9. Yes, I think it was like 7, 6 or 7, something like that.
I believe it's 7. Regardless, I'm just saying, two chips, them been to 3. Fucking.
But you can't count that. You can't really count that. What team Tony Gonzalez had? Who was his quarterback? That's what I'm saying. But if he had Mahomes, that's what I'm saying. You can't really count chips when it comes to. I don't think you can. I don't think you can.
That's cool. That's cool. But
unless it's like a quarterback.
But the dominance and the amount of play, like Tony Gonzalez barely went to the playoffs, and they would be the number 1 fucking seed. The Chiefs had years between when Priest Holmes and Larry Johnson was coming out the backfield.
Who was their quarterback?
He was all right.
It wasn't Mahomes. It wasn't Mahomes. Whatever you want to say, it's not Mahomes.
Well, anyway, that's what I'm saying. We can talk about the greatest. We can talk about the greatest all day. We got so many more topics to talk about.
Let's move on, yo. Did you hear? Keefe D, one of the affiliates for allegedly Tupac's murder, was just indicted.
First of all, no allegedly. That nigga is on interview talking about he was in the car.
No, bro, no. He wrote a book about it.
But
he wrote a book.
So listen, I've actually been watching it because I'm a very I I subscribe to Vlad TV.
He's on Vlad. Yeah, Vlad.
I fuck with Vlad. So I've been watching this shit since a kid. I've been watching these interviews. Like, and I've been keeping up with who this person. I watched the Greg Kading interview, which is the detective that pulled up. He was the first person on scene.
On the scene,
Tupac.
yeah.
Like I watched all of that shit. The crime units from the Compton Crime Unit Police, that they did an interview on Vlad TV talking about, they knew Orlando Brown and Keefe D did that murder. Everybody knew that. Like, it was a known thing in Compton. Nobody was going to speak up on it. And until Orlando Brown got murdered.
Yes, Orlando Brown got murdered.
He was murdered, so it was close case.
And then Keefe D started just telling on himself.
Well, what happened was Keefe D had a whole different charge. I forget what it was, but Keefe D had a whole different charge, and in order to get immunity for that, he took it wasn't even a plea. What it was is he gave a statement.
He gave a statement saying about I'm.
But they give you, it's like an immunity statement where you're allowed to say whatever and they can't use none of this in court. Like, you're only allowed to say that right.
I think it's called. If I'm not mistaken, something's called an Alfred plea. I don't know if that's the Alfred.
Yes. Okay. I believe it's Alfred plea too. Right. That's when you're allowed to give them all the information you can. It won't get put into any paperwork. But it can, and nothing you say there can be held against you as long as you're not found to be lying. If you find you lying, that shit is out the window. You're fucked. But he gave the Alfred plea, and that was closed, sealed, out the way, cool. And then he went on to 20 years later do Vlad TV interviews and do a bunch of other interviews.
No. He wrote a book first, and then to promote the book about the murder, he started doing interview tours. Yeah. And allegedly, they were saying that his what's his name? His cousin, the one Orlando Brown, got jumped by Death Row, right?
Yeah, that was on camera.
They got jumped by Death Row, and they were gonna retaliate. And allegedly, Diddy already had a hit out on Tupac after hit him up.
Oh wow!
Allegedly, Diddy's mans gave him the gun, the 40 Glock, that ended up killing Tupac. And this is straight from Keefe D. Like, the Death Row was performing at this club in Vegas, and they were there waiting for them to come. Waiting. They took along. They're like, you know what? Let's go try and find them. So they go on the strip. They driving. And on the other side, they see Tupac on the sunroof like this, talking to some girls. Some girls like, Tupac. And the only reason I saw Tupac is he was out the sunroof talking to the girls. They popped the Huey, pulled up next to him. Keefe D was in the front passenger seat. Tupac's car was on the left side. So he didn't have a good shot, so he threw the gun in the back seat. And somebody in the back seat shot up the car. So that allegedly that's what happened. And then apparently it was Diddy put $1 million hit on them, but they never got the money. Allegedly. All alleged. This is what I'm not. I'm not saying.
I've been seeing the rumors that everybody's saying, "Oh, Diddy's panicking. Panicking."
Bro.
And I'd be panicking too because Keefe D is a well-known rat. He had told on his dead man's in order to get out that situation. And
everybody, and mind you, everybody who was in that car is dead besides Keefe D. Yeah. He's the only one still alive.
And it was for drug trafficking. That's why he was locked up for drug trafficking. And you give up a murderer for drug trafficking, that's gonna get you out of there normally. But he ended up getting yourself in that, and it's like God only knows what story he's gonna make up now. Especially you talking about how much evidence you could blur up a lot of lines 27 years later. This happened in '96.
Easily.
Like it's easy to blur up a lot of these lines and just like and confuse, make up whatever story you want. So it's gonna get spooky.
I'm not, but like I said, this is all alleged, but he's literally saying all this, and allegedly Diddy was out to get Suge, but after Hit 'Em Up came out, then they placed the bounty on Tupac.
Why they playing
allegedly.
with Diddy, yo, bro? Stop playing with my son Diddy.
Yo,
Diddy don't got nothing to do with that.
I don't know.
I'm not jacking that, bro.
I'm not
Diddy ain't no fucking murderous killer nigga. That nigga's from Mount Vernon. He like
what
Diddy
does
what
does that mean?
I'm just saying I don't believe Diddy putting $1 million hits on nobody.
I don't know.
I don't believe
but
especially in the '90s. Come on, son.
Yeah,
he was up, but he wasn't that up to be putting $1 million on a nigga head. You gonna have to cash that out. In the '90s, you wasn't about to just tell niggas, "Yo, I got $1 million for you," and niggas wasn't coming to get you. Niggas was coming to get that M.
They ain't get paid.
If they ain't get paid, that's because that shit didn't happen.
and if you look at Diddy's career, a lot of stuff going on around him. Feel me? A lot of stuff goes on around him is what I'm saying. I'm not saying he.
I mean, that's gonna happen when you associate with the streets. You got some of the streets.
And he's but I'm saying
Sean running around with J-Lo shooting at the clubs and shit.
But I'm saying he's the only one who's never been in anything. You feel me? It's been everybody around him is what I'm saying. Yeah, he's always had his hands clean.
That's how my boss moves.
That's what I'm saying. That my point exactly. That's my point exactly. I'm not saying he put the hit out, but I'm saying
that nigga's moving
moving tactical.
I don't know, man. Listen, I don't think Diddy had nothing to do with that. I don't see the need to have to kill Tupac. I don't see. I don't.
I'm not saying. I'm not. Like I said, I'm not saying he is. But who am I to make an assumption off what somebody who knows more than me about the situation? I don't know.
Yeah, that shit is crazy though, man. Because it's really sad when you think about it, man. Pac really died gangbanging, and he wasn't even in a gang.
I got it. Bro, but honestly, I think
he was never in the gang.
He was really. I think it was all an act, bro. I think he was really an actor.
It was always an act, bro. That's what fucks a lot of people up. A lot of people have been catching flack for saying that. Like Michael J. White, the people on the dude play Spawn.
Bro,
he played Tyson and Tyson. Y'all know Michael J. White. He's the one black dude with the Timbs that could do karate. Like. That nigga, he was talking about it. He was like, yo, me and Pac used to be not best friends, but like they used to be good buddies. Like, bro, and he said every time I see Pac, he was a jovial, childish kind of energy. Like that's the energy he got from him, because that's who he genuinely was. It wasn't the super gangster. Bro. He said once he went into that gangster role, he ran into him a couple more times, and he said he was turned off by that because he was like, bro, what do you like?
That's not even you, bro. But he's not even from the West Coast.
He's not from anywhere. I mean, he's really from New York and Baltimore. Like, no disrespect to Pac.
Oh,
it's just really sad because people forget Pac died at 25. Like Pac was essentially a child because at 25, making all this money, living the way he was living for the 5-6 years.
Top of the world.
He's on top of the world. He's living like a child. How many of us are doing childish shit till we in our 30s, 40s? You know what I'm saying? So imagine at 25, you got all the money and fame in the world, and not even really the money, because people later find out Pac died, bro. Pac died. They say he had 30K in his account. I know niggas with that in the shoebox right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's really fucked up because he was so young that he didn't get to really do anything that he didn't get to conquer. He didn't become who he was gonna be. None of that shit. He was in the works of developing into that. He was in the works of finding himself out, becoming this super pro black figure that he came from those roots. Though. Don't get me wrong. People forget.
Shout out to Shakura. Feel me?
Both his parents were Black Panthers. Both his parents were in prison for being Black Panthers. So it's like. It's like, don't get me wrong, he always had that strong pro-black mentality, and he was a lot smarter and a lot wiser than the average gangbanger, and that's exactly why I know he couldn't have been a gangbanger, because he's too smart for that. Like, he was way past that, and he came out of nowhere.
Don't forget, he went to acting school, bro. He's an actor.
Bro, that shit, bro, he became a gangbanger at like 22.
Yeah,
and the streets, that's not even allowed.
No,
you can't go try to claim a gang at 22.
You can't even do that. Like,
niggas go get your flowers. Like, what are you talking about?
You feel me? The big homies,
nigga?
Big homies, 18, 19.
Niggas don't think you the police. What are you fucking talking about? You 23 trying to join what, nigga?
You ain't even from here.
And there was actually a lot of resentment about that because obviously Suge was big blood and he was running around with the Mob Power rules, and Tupac went and got MOB tatted on his stomach, and niggas like, yo, you're not even this gang. What you doing? And there was a lot of resentment, and there was a lot like Suge being Suge and being the man with the money is the reason why that shit was accepted. But that shit was still to this day. A lot of people like, yo, he was that
wasn't it. That wasn't
like,
even it.
We got niggas that really died for this. That nigga did that in 6 months of hanging out with us.
And Keefe D is he's Big Crip, which is he was affiliated with Eazy-E.
Yeah.
He grew up South Side with Eazy-E. And it's funny you say that. There's a story where you know, back in the day, you know, it was real East Coast, West Coast, big beef. And in New York at the time, and apparently like Tupac like pressed Nas or something crazy.
Oh yeah, I heard that story.
Came crazy, and looking back on it, after it, you know, Tupac think he punked Nas, whatever the case may be, and not realizing that not everybody around was Nas affiliated. Feel me? Like if he really wanted to, it would have been over.
It was 100 niggas around the 20 people you thought you had.
Yeah, and Nas just played it cool. Feel me?
Because there was no need to have this whole shit get shot up. Too many innocent bystanders. Because everybody would have let it off. It would have been bad. You know what I'm saying? But it's like I said, it's sad because what they said was that the dude that Pac actually swung on, the Orlando Brown dude, the reason why he ended up dying, they said, bro, he was a known murderer. They said that dude had multiple bodies already. Like he was in Vegas really on the run from his LA situations.
Yeah.
So he was already a crash out. Like he was already ready to go. Like that was not the nigga to go run down on. That's what niggas said. Like he was not the nigga to go pop on. And being that you the rapper, you the superstar, that's like getting punched on by a rapper now. It's like nobody want to get punched by a rapper. Rappers, especially back then, were looked at as like the they're wearing a costume. They're the pretty boy, like, or they're the softer one. The homeboys is the killers. You know what I'm saying? Now people try to switch it up, and now the rapper is the biggest killer and shit. We see that with K Flock and these niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like we get it. Y'all got it. Y'all niggas is gangster now. But that back then to get punched on by Tupac was crazy. Like what you mean? Get punched on by Tupac? Like nah, we not going for that. We have to kill this nigga. Like and like I said, he was a known murderer. Like he was a known thing, so he was just not the guy to be popping off on. And Pac wouldn't have known that because Pac's not from that
exactly.
hood.
That's what I'm saying.
So he's just that's the nigga that he. Cause if I'm not mistaken, too, they had tried to steal one of Nate Dogg's chains when Nate Dogg and Dog Pound was down with Death Row. They got pressed outside the studio by some Compton niggas back in like not around that same time period. So that was kind of what set Tupac off because he was like, oh, that's the niggas that did that. He ran over there and set it off, and then they proceeded to whoop their ass, and then proceeded to die. Not too much longer after that.
Nah,
you know what I'm saying? It's really fucked up.
It's very unfortunate. It's very unfortunate. Life can come at you fast.
We're gonna see, man. The story's about to unfold, man. That's one of the most iconic figures in music. Period.
Yeah.
Tupac, you can go anywhere,
Transcend.
bro. And I'm in Brazil. I'm in Serbia. I'm in everywhere. I see Tupac.
Bro,
I see memorabilia of Tupac.
Yo, the backwards bandana with the nose ring, bald head, like that is he. What? Somebody should be making money off that today. Yeah. Like he's such an icon. Yeah. He transcends the gangster rap.
Him and Biggie too, but Pac had man, both of them. They just it's sad they had to go like that. But history, you know what I'm saying? History is history, and everything happens for a reason, man. And these people's names are gonna live on forever, bro.
Yeah,
they're gonna live on the way we talk about Beethoven and fucking Michelangelo and all like Leonardo da Vinci. They're that.
Yeah,
you're
not lying. You're really not lying.
It's
Machiavelli.
It's really crazy, right? It's really crazy to think about like the impact that they've had, and like I said,
in a short amount of time.
Both of them died so fast.
So young.
Like when you think about Biggie dropped one album while he was alive.
I was about to say
one.
I was just about, and then Life After Death came out. Bro, he dropped one album, but Pac was wilding from like 91 to like 96, 97. Bro, he was he dropped like 6-7 albums.
And people don't realize Pac was
6-7 tapes.
Before Pac dropped his first album, he was in Juice already.
Yeah.
So he was more an actor than he was a rapper.
Yeah.
And then same thing, he was a background dancer for Digital Underground. The Humpty Dumpty. How does that song? The nigga with the what's his name with the glasses with the big nose? Digital Underground. I forget his name, but yeah.
Well, yeah.
Period.
Yeah, he was already. That's what I'm saying.
Right, he was already there. So it just doesn't paint the full picture of how he ended up being this big blood and dying. It's really tragic that it went down like that. But it's a lesson that's been going on for so long. Because how many motherfuckers in the hood that really don't want to gangbang, but they just want to do it because it's lit. They just want to do it because they're protected. They want to do it because it's just what the girls like.
It's funny
when you're young.
It's funny you say that because of protected. That's how gangs started in the first place.
And then once they ran out of to protect, they just started beating each other up. It's really fucked up how that cycle.
It's about power and survival. Feel me? Like you encroaching on my money on my territory. Feel me?
And it's sad because that's really not how it goes, man. It's everybody. There's money. There's enough money for everybody.
That's what I'm saying.
When you got that small village mentality. It's just
tribalism. Tribalism.
Right. It's my tribe versus your tribe, gang. We fighting for the same land, and you don't.
And that's kind of what I've been trying to get at in general. Like we're too focused on, and we're too focused on the individual. Like I've been saying, we've been too focused on the individual,
individualistic
mindset right there. Yo, seriously, it's all about me and mine, and and not realizing there's enough for everybody, and we find ourselves like, black people in general, it's my gang versus your gang, light skin versus dark skin. We always try to pin each other against each other, and not realizing we're all facing and we're all fighting the same battle. We're all fighting the same battle, and we should have that outlook more than just me mine versus them and theirs.
Yeah, but I mean, it gets clouded because it's just never gonna work like that. As no matter how we want to look at it, it'll never work like that. I don't think so. I don't think it's ever gonna happen. I just can't see it.
I see what you're saying.
But I just can't see it, especially it's been happening for thousands of years. So, like, it's just not gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? I think it's natural in the way nature works for us to just have to separate and divide. Because even animals divide like that. Even there's monkeys break down in tribes. How the fuck do they even know that we're not just all the same kind of monkey? Like, them niggas break away and they run in zebra. They run in packs. Like, motherfuckers, the lions, they got their packs. Like, they run in packs. Like, everybody divides.
I would say yes and no. Only why I would say that is because I don't want to keep bringing this up, but other minority groups don't think like that. They think as a collective. They think of this is all ours. There's a term.
But that's what I'm saysaying though. But for that to be minority groups is exactly what the problem lies, because there's group. Why is everybody divided?
No, but that's a bigger problem in general.
But what I'm saying is everybody.
It's colonialism. It's colonialism in general.
Well, I'm saying the human race will never be united as one.
Of course.
Happen.
Yeah,
it is in our nature to be like, nah, we're not the same.
We're not. Yeah,
we're actually different, and this is why we're better than you.
And
we believe in this God, or because we look like this, or we're built like that, or we talk like this, and look at how much shit we've built in the last 300. Like, it's just never gonna happen. I don't see it.
No, I see what you're saying, but I'm talking about as far as minority groups in general, like Hebrew. There's a term in Hebrew. Obviously, I don't speak Hebrew, but there's a term. Obviously I can't say it, but to where if yours is more, I'm going to go to you because you're one of me. You feel me? There's a term. I don't know what the term, but yeah, even if yours is more, I'm going to go to you because you're one of me. And that's steep when you look at black people. When you see somebody coming up or see somebody has something going on, and they might have a price for it, they're going to try to lowball them, or that's too good to be true. But if somebody else comes to the hood and gentrifies it, they're okay with those prices. You know what I mean?
Damn. Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just the whole mind. If somebody that looks like you has the same exact thing, now you're questioning it. Now you're questioning the validity of it. You feel me? And it's just unfortunate. It's just the mindset. But if somebody, like I said, if somebody comes in and gentrifies the place and makes it all fancy, oh yeah, we'll pay $6 for a cup of coffee. It's okay. They'll allow it there. But when your man's is trying to do it, or somebody you know is trying to do it, now you're looking fishy. Now you're trying to get a discount. You're feeling, oh bro, I've known you since. No, it's not about that. It's not about that.
Yeah, that's deep.
Yeah.
That's real though.
Yeah, it's real. It's real, and it's all mindset. Yeah. It's all mindset. Just because somebody else, I look more positive with another group than I do my own.
Damn.
That's the whole mindset.
Damn.
It's all mindset.
Yeah, the whole idea of letting somebody else gentrify your shit really just fucked my head up, because you're right. That shit is crazy. Yeah. I do see that shit all the time. Like, you'll pay $700 for this Amiri shirt, but you don't want to pay. You don't want to pay for this tat. You want a discount. Okay.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. When you see somebody that looks like you trying to do something, we're always trying to downplay it. We're always trying to shortcut their process. But if somebody that doesn't look like them doing the same thing, it's all, we just accept it. Mm-hmm. That's just the inferiority we have in our minds and ourselves.
Nah, word. That is fucking crazy though.
Yeah, man. It's just and conquer and divide. That's the way. That's the way of the world. Conquer and divide, and that's how the wealth. That's how the wealthy stay wealthy, because everybody below is trying to fight over each other while they take everything. In front of our eyes.
Yeah, right in front.
Right in front of our eyes. Just like in general. When you talk about the people in power, they're going to empower poor white people to look at other minorities down, and to say they're the reasons why that you're not succeeding. They're the reasons why you're poor. They're taking your jobs. They're doing all this while they blindly steal from them. You know. Yeah. They have to create they have to create a us versus them mentality to the people that don't have anything in order to uplift them so they can keep making their money.
Damn, that's a genius.
You might be poor, but at least you're not black. You might be poor, but at least you're not Mexican. No,
yeah,
and regardless, they're the poor. That's what I'm saying. It is.
I didn't think about this shit. Why didn't we figure this shit out?
The poor white people are voting against their own interests.
That's genius.
Thinking that is their interest, thinking that the wealthy people care about them, but they don't care about them.
Right. I remember I said that shit before. Like, you can't be no poor Republican, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, you a poor Republican, you disrespectful. First of all, they don't fuck with you.
That's what I'm saying. They don't fuck with you. But as long as they give you as long as they give you a biggie man to hate on, you gonna ride with them.
Nah, facts.
You feel me?
Yeah, but I mean, in other crime news, because I remember there's two other things I really wanted to mention, because real quick, did you see So my son Blueface got sentenced.
I did see that.
So Blueface got sentenced to a suspended sentence of 24 to 60 months. That's 2 to 5 years.
But suspended sentence.
Suspended, yeah, it means he's on probation for the next 2 to 5 years. As long as you don't get in no trouble, And all that is from a shooting incident where, I don't know if you remember, but he was leaving the club in Vegas and some dude tried to hit him with a car. And Blueface backed out the hand. And ended up grazing his son in the hand, if I'm not mistaken. So
I did see that.
So shout out to Blueface's lawyers. I don't know how the fuck he got probation for shooting at a nigga on camera, but they said there was like some self-defense cause to it because the dude blatantly did try to like hit him, and they have like footage of them fighting on the way out the club, and it was just a whole bunch of bullshit. But the funniest shit is the dude that he shot is trolling him on the internet.
He took a selfie with him like this.
Took a selfie like this ashy ass bum ass nigga.
I'm like,
first of all, why are you in court? Like, are you telling on my son? What are you doing? Like,
did you see his testimony? Well, he said something in court. Or it's part of his testimony.
I don't know, but I know niggas not supposed to show up to court or say a word at least.
Yeah, he was like.
I mean, no, you have to show up to court. Fuck am I talking about?
Yeah, or else, but
you'll be held in contempt.
He basically, or else the charge will be dropped. You feel me?
Yeah, I mean, but the charge won't be dropped, especially if it's on camera.
You won't be held in contempt if you don't want to testify as a witness.
No, but if you don't show up to court and don't reply at all, yeah, you'll have a problem. You have to reply.
Really? I don't think that's how it works.
Hell yeah.
If you're a victim, I thought you'd.
That's like being selected for jury duty and you're just gonna keep ignoring it.
But jury duty is different.
It is, but I'm just saying they coming. They coming.
Yeah, but as a witness, you don't gotta testify as a witness, even if you're the victim.
No, I didn't say you have to testify. I'm saying you have to acknowledge him in some way or form. You have to show up. Though you can't just not go to court. You just can't not show up.
Okay.
You can't just not say nothing.
I didn't know
like
that.
They'll subpoena you eventually. Like,
like
what's up with you? Like, we need an answer.
But apparently he was like how he's disappointed in the court system and everything. And he was like, yeah, just because the man sitting across from me has a little bit of money, you're gonna let him walk. And he shouldn't be on the streets.
That?
Yeah, bro. Yes.
He was calling Blueface a bitch ass nigga.
Yes. He was like, yo, I don't know why he's allowed to walk. He said, I don't know why he's allowed to walk. I'm disappointed in this whole system and this whole process. And you guys should be ashamed of yourselves for letting this man walk.
You should not be walking the streets. You talking about the same nigga on Twitter that did the selfie?
Yes.
That was literally was like, yo, this nigga's pussy?
Yes.
He was tweeting, yo, Blueface's pussy.
Yes.
While in court for Blueface shooting you. That's gangster.
Yes.
Shout out to Blueface, goddamn.
Yes. He was like, he said this man should not be on the streets. But he said, I don't really, I'm not really too surprised at our justice system, and it's because this man has a little bit of name and a little bit of money that you're gonna let him walk.
Money, bitch ass nigga.
No, but that's what he's. I mean, feel me like.
Ass.
But no,
he mad he got shot, nigga.
Yeah,
don't be trying to start problems with niggas got illegal guns and shit. You know what I'm saying? He got security.
I thought he wasn't a bystander. That was when he was fighting.
Yeah, that's why he's like, this bitch ass nigga.
But why? But my thing is, why you see? I don't like that. Why you backing out the hammer for, bro? He's one-on-one. It's one-on-one.
I'm in a foreign town. I got $250,000 with the jewelry on me. I'm not about to fuck around.
Oh, that's true.
I'm backing out the hammer.
But
especially if I legally can. If this state got self-defense, I'm shooting the shit out you.
But was the gun legal? Because I feel like he has charges.
No, I don't really know the whole details.
Yeah, me neither. I don't know.
I'll be honest with you. I don't know the details. And because the laws be so different in different places.
Different states.
You know what I'm saying? I don't have to be a registered. I don't have to have a legal gun license in Florida to have self-defense.
Listen,
to defend
Florida,
myself.
Listen, Florida's a different world.
That's what I'm saying, though. I'm not gonna get a gun charge for if we get into a tussle and you're getting the best of me and I grab your gun and shoot you. I'm not gonna get a gun charge for grabbing that gun and shooting you. You know what I'm saying? Like. That wasn't legally my gun. That wasn't
stand your ground.
That's what I'm saying. Like, but all I'm saying is, yeah, this nigga's hilarious.
Like, yeah, that was that. I saw it. Yes, I'm like, wow, that's that funny.
To troll a man after he shot you is so fucking funny. And now I'm talking about witnesses. So, did you hear about YNW Bortlen being arrested for witness tampering?
No, I didn't.
Okay. So YNW Melly, as we know, is set to do a retrial. This coming up, I believe, is actually for October. And his man, because the co-defendant, the case got split, which is a really big red flag, by the way, if y'all don't know.
That is.
But when your co-defendant don't want to go to court with you, it's probably because he's about to say some shit. He's not trying to say it in your face.
Yeah.
And so Bortlen, he gets picked up because he's been out on bail for a couple years.
Yeah, I knew that.
He got picked up and now they hit him with witness tampering. And his trial was set to start today, Monday. and he just got picked up for witness tampering. So now they push him back to trial to January, and it's looking fucking spooky, y'all. Because that means that there's more evidence being uncovered of niggas doing funny shit behind the scenes. Some witness tampering. I don't know in what way. It could have been them trying to scare somebody, trying to pay somebody. Could have been a lot of different things. But it's not looking good.
Not looking good at all.
This is now what you need, because this is already
after
like
the mistrial.
This is like the third example of witness tampering, bro. Like when they have the text and the calls recorded of Melly's manager paying his ex-girlfriend's mom.
Yeah,
one of the witnesses.
Yeah, one of the witnesses.
She went
yes.
the phone call. We had
That's
talked
a fact.
about it on
I
here
remember
before.
that. I remember that. Yeah.
So there's literally they have the transactions of 5,000 and 7,000, like the AC that she's getting paid. Not the point. Now Bortlen, he got rearrested. So we'll see what it's looking like, man.
It's looking spooky. It's not looking good.
It's not looking good.
It's not looking good.
It's not looking good. The only advice I got for niggas is don't shoot your mans. Don't kill your best friends. It's not worth it. Like, I don't see where the fuck. Yeah, listen, man.
First, I was surprised at the first mistrial. I'm like, wow, okay.
Yeah, I don't really understand how that shit goes. I'm gonna be honest with you, because
they couldn't
I believe they said it was a 9-3 vote. It was 3 people were saying he was innocent. That's enough to overturn it.
It just has to be one. You have to be convicted without a reasonable doubt.
I think certain crimes is different in certain states is different, because I've heard like a 10-2 law. I've heard of a 10-2.
Really? In criminal?
I'm not sure. You know, I'm not a lawyer.
In criminal, I thought it was you have to be convicted without a reasonable doubt.
And
like everybody.
All 12 guys.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought. I thought anybody that split is a hung jury. Anybody that says no is a hung jury. That's why, because 9-3. Well, I might be wrong, but that's what I thought it was.
I don't know, but
and they were saying that we know what happened. Melly was in the car. He left at some point. They apparently the issue was they couldn't find out when the murder took place, where it took place, if he left the car or not.
Right.
Apparently, long story short.
Right.
They know what happened in the car. They can't prove where it happened, and if he was in the car when it happened or not. Apparently.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the only last
even though he got out the car, changed his clothes and all that, but they can't prove when it actually.
Yeah, that is fucking crazy.
Yeah, man.
We're gonna see how this movie ends, man. Because, hey, if Melly was to make it home somehow,
that would be crazy. That'd be crazy.
When I tell you. That nigga would be the biggest rapper of all time. That's the world we live in. Like, killing 2 people and getting away with it will make you the biggest rapper ever.
You were a rapper before that? Oh yeah. And you were a rapper. If you weren't a rapper now,
right? Yeah, you better start rapping, motherfucker. Yeah, it's fucking crazy though, because you see it now. It's really about that. Like, yo, who's the most like that rapper? Like, people love. We talk about King Von so much because he was like that. Now there's a bunch of rappers from Chicago that are just coming home from prison from doing 5, 10, 20-year sentences and shit, and they're in their 30s, and people are praising them. Like, there's a dude, Tay Savage. Shout out to Tay Savage, because I see the trajectory he's on, and I see he's really trying to like set a different example. Like, he's not promoting. I'm not gonna say he's not. The music promotes like old stories, but he's not telling you, yo, let's go out and go kill, go get your get back, let's go slide for your man. No, he's not talking about that. He talks about shit that already happened, and when you see him on interview, he's super religious with his shit because he's
Muslim now.
Yeah, he's Muslim.
Oh,
yeah, you know,
Islam,
he did 10 years in jail. You do 10 years in, you coming home Muslim.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
Or you just coming home a whole different nigga for sure. But he had went away right at the beginning of the whole drill scene. So he was around. He went to jail in 2013. Came home in 2023, and he saw everybody go up. Then he was just jail. Boom. 10 years of that. But this dude I'm talking about, Tay Savage, he apparently had killed this older rapper. Her name was her daughter right now is Blazing Doll, not Asian Doll, Blazing Doll from Chicago. She's a rapper, but her mother was like a very well-known GD, like super gang banged out. Like she was known as one of the sliders. Like, she's driving with niggas, she's doing all that. You know what I'm saying? And so apparently Tay Savage had killed her mom and some other dude, but he ended up beating that case on some whole other shit and got convicted of some robbery case, which is what he did the 10 years for. And now that he came home, he automatically got the clout of being the nigga that killed 2 people. And it's like, oh shit. But it's crazy because like it's like an immediate success just because people know, oh, he's really like that. And like, people love that shit now. It's like, that's what they want. They want to know that you're a real killer. Like how we was just talking about how the rappers used to be the fraud and known as the nigga wearing a costume. Now,
it's funny because that reminds me of Chris Rock saying, "Man, you get more." You get he said, you get more props coming out of jail, coming out of college.
Oh, yeah.
He said, hey, I just got my degree. Fuck you, bitch. Mark ass bitch. Come over there that reading shit. I can count too. 1, 2, 4, 5, so what?
He said, welcome home, man. Nah, man, that shit is crazy.
Bro say, you want to hide your money, put in your books. Because niggas don't read. But no, I'm just poking fun at it, but it's very unfortunate.
Yeah, but I mean, like I said, man, I can't judge the man if he ended up having to kill 2 people in the middle of the streets because they in a war. They living in a different life.
Listen, bro. It's different life. The life I couldn't even imagine waking up to every day.
Yeah, and I mean, allegedly the people that he supposedly killed, they tried to kill him and his best friend earlier that day, and they killed his best friend.
Okay, so
and that same day he slid back apparently, allegedly.
Allegedly,
Let's keep saying this allegedly. Shit. Even though they're doing interviews about it, motherfuckers talking about it very openly, like yeah, that happened.
I mean, and you can't and double jeopardy. You can't be tried with the same crime twice.
Exactly. That's what it is. Double jeopardy is fucking crazy, which is why O.J. Simpson wrote a whole book about it. Which is why I think Keefe D must have thought shit was lit.
But he wrote a book. If I did it.
Yeah.
If I did it.
OJ funny as hell though.
And
have you seen
double
this
jeopardy?
nigga?
Like even after yeah, I've seen him. But even
have
after
you seen this nigga on the Cam and Mace podcast? Oh my god. Kills me.
But that's the thing about double jeopardy. You can be found not guilty of something and walk out of the courtroom and say you did it. They can't retrial for it.
Fuck that. I already beat it.
Yeah.
I would be on the same shit, I ain't gonna lie. But I don't even listen. We didn't even get into that.
On that note, man, it's time to segue out of here.
Yeah, man. Thank y'all so much.
This is another episode of
episode 84
yes,
of Free Gems Podcast, man. Thank y'all so much.
Thank y'all for tuning in. We got a lot of surprises coming.
Next week's episode, we'll come back with some shit. We got some shit to talk about, but I ain't gonna talk about it right now. I'm gonna break that down because listen, we gotta get up out of here. So appreciate y'all.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Subscribing, keep commenting, keep liking, keep doing all the good stuff, man. And
we out of here.
Ah.